Okay, what's up, y'all? I think we're good now. I can hear music in the background. I think that's my neighbors. Okay, I'm just waiting to see my face pop up and make sure that the internet signal looks good, and then I'm going live. Okay, what's up, y'all? I think we're waiting, waiting, waiting. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for tuning in. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good. Are we good? Are we good? Okay, cool. I looks like I am streaming on TikTok and on YouTube. And I mean, it looks a little fuzzy, but when I record these and split them up later, it's going to look a lot better. So thank you so much. That's the magic of live internet here, I guess. That's what's going on. Okay, I got a message. Okay, I'm just replying to the message. What's up, Alyssa, if you are on there? My Instagram was messing up. Okay, cool. Okay, I'm just gonna check to make sure my YouTube is good. Turning the sound up. Oh God, I'm super loud. Okay, let me turn that down. Let's see. Am I live? My live looks good. Hey, we're good. We're good. We're good to go. We're good to go. I think I am just going to update my status just because I want to make sure if anybody is wanting to get a live reading, they're able to do that. So I am going to just post it on all my things so y'all can see me. Tarot. I'm not in a rush. That's one thing I like about doing this is I am on my time. I'm doing it for me. There's going to be replays for everything. So if you guys want to catch on this later, do it on your time. Like, this is a timeless message. I mean, that's the thing about tarot readings is that you hear the message, you receive the message when it's meant for you. So it's okay if the timing is off somewhere, because what is time anyways? Like, time is really like not a linear thing, right? Like, that's why when we tell stories that we're like over here, over there, all the places with our stories, because time moves in this circle. We're in this like very like cosmic matrix of the wheels within the wheels, and that's how time is. Okay, like don't even stress about it. I'm not stressing about it. I'm just doing my thing. So awesome. Thank y'all so much. I am live on YouTube. I am live on TikTok. So let me just check on my TikTok, see that it's popping up on there. I think. I don't know. Whatever. I'll figure this out later, and you guys can watch the replays when you want to. So, what's up, y'all? This is Daniela. I'm Purple Star Tarot. You guys already know that if you're on my channel. So what I do is I am a cosmic cleric. You see me surrounded by stars. That's my vibe. As well as I use dice. I am your dice diviner, okay? So if you've never seen astrology dice before, I'll just give you a little quick rundown of what they do, okay? So first I roll the dice. And with the dice, we look at the planet dice. And that tells us what the situation is that we're dealing with. And then I look at the Zodiac dice, and that tells us like the feelings, the actions around the situation. And then lastly, I look at the astrology or astrological house. The house dice tells you where in your life this is playing out. Okay. So I am going to be doing this for all 12 Zodiac signs, and whatever resonates, resonates. Whatever doesn't, like, ignore me, right? Like, if you want a personal reading for yourself, you know how to get in touch with me, right? So this is what's going on. This is what's going down. And if you know me from in Austin, Texas, San Antonio, Texas, San Marcos, that's where I do readings every week. So if you want to get in touch with me in person, you know where to find me. Go on my website, book a reading with me, whatever it takes. So I think we're all good to go. I'm just double checking stuff still. Like that's the thing. It's like I feel like with like Santa Claus, right? I'm checking my list. I'm checking it twice. I'm checking it probably like 15 times. So just a little bit my OCD popping in. But I didn't let my ADHD overpower and say, hey, focus on something else right now. So that's what's going on, y'all. So good to see you. So let's see. Do I have a message for you? Do I have something to say? No, let's go through. Let's go through and start doing these readings. All right. So, like I said, my name is Daniela. I am Purple Star Tarot. I am your cosmic cleric. I am your dice diviner. And here I roll the astrology dice and see what the cosmos wants us to focus on. And then I consult the tarot and oracle cards, or I think in this case I'm just going to use second tarot deck. And that's going to show me the energy, the guidance, and the path moving forward. So the readings that I'm doing for today are connected with the energies of Leo season, this eclipse that we got going on. Like, we are not able to see it where we're at. If you're up north, if you are in Europe, you're going to be able to see that eclipse. So that's already passed, and lucky for you, but we still feel those energies, right? So in the season of Leo, let me show you my card. Okay, Leo. New moon in Leo. Okay, Leo is all about shining. That's going out there, putting your confident face on, being courageous like that lion, putting your best foot forward, expressing yourself, being creative, being very passionate, being seen, just being out there in the spotlight, like following your heart. You are the sun, okay? Even if Leo is not in your main chart, like, we all have all the zodiacs within us. So, like, in this season right now, we are to just embody the energy of the zodiac sign that we're in. So right now, all of us, no matter what your sun sign is, you're being asked to shine and be seen, okay? So when it comes to the eclipse, okay, the eclipse energy can bring about like turning points, revelations, endings, beginnings, and it's really just like, it's kind of feeling like this tower energy of like, or even this like phoenix energy of like burning away what is past so we can work with what's to come, right? Like, we have to burn out that old stuff so we can keep going forward, and things will just keep developing beneath the surface, and suddenly they're going to be a lot more clearer. You know, when the smoke clears, God, what was that? That's a Green Day. When the smoke clears, here I am, your reject, all American. I don't know why that just came out, but when the smoke clears, things are going to be clear for you to see, but we have to burn this down first, right? So these readings are going to be looking at what's being illuminated, what's changing, and how you can work with this energy moving forward. So let me put this card back. Whoop, whoop. Okay, so what I'm going to do, first I'm going to roll the Zodiac dice. This Zodiac dice is going to tell me who the first reading is for, because I could just go in order and be like, okay, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, just go in order like that. But I love divination. I love rolling dice, and I like, show me a sign, right? Show me a sign, and that is exactly why I roll the dice. So, all right, Cosmos, let me get my bell out. All right. Who's first reading going to be for? Capricorn. Okay, cool. Of course, Capricorn's coming out. Capricorn, that's me. I'm a Capricorn. Okay. All right. Sun, Moon, Rising, Capricorn. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll the dice and I'm going to see what the cosmos has for you for this season. Of course, this is coming out, okay? Okay, this is what made me laugh. 10th house. 10th house, that is Capricorn energy all day. We're going to talk about work. We're going to talk about career. We're going to talk about that kind of thing going on for you, Capricorn. And what did I say? Leo season. That is what's coming out for you. And Mars. Okay, we got lots of fire. Okay, so first glance, just looking at that Capricorn. Oh, let me put my little note up here. I got a little thing I like to put up so I know who the reading is for. Let's see. And also so I can keep track of what I am doing. I mean, that's the Capricorn way, right? Like, let's have order. Let's make notes. Like, I have a notes section up going on, like, behind the scenes, if you guys just see the 3 screens I'm working with right now, for me to stay organized, stay on top of things. Like, if you know what I'm talking about, you get it, right? Okay. Capricorn. For this season, new moon energy, new moon in Leo. Like I was just saying earlier, you are to adapt and adopt that Leo energy. It's your time to shine. You're on fire, okay? So all these ideas that you've been having, all this stuff that's been going on for you, this is your time to really just take charge. Go for it, right? Because the situation that we have at hand is Mars. Mars energy is that fiery energy. That is that warrior energy. That is moving. I am in motion. I am doing the thing. And that's what we got this card here for here, Mars. Mars is the situation at hand. And how are we going about it? We're putting on our Leo face, putting on that lion hat and going for it. Okay. So I'm going to show you the card for that too. This is your time to shine. This is your time to shine. Like all the Leo cards I have around here are talking about shining, right? But you know, like, this is, where is it playing out? It's playing out in your 10th house. And your 10th house is your ambition, that's your career, that's that's authority, that's like some people will talk about your 10th house and like that is your like career. But I feel like it's a little bit more about, this is your purpose. This is why you're put here on this earth. This is what you're supposed to be doing, okay? So, I'll show you this card as well, so we can use our intuition together and really understand what's going on. So, I'll just say the words here. We got motion, shine, authority. So, Capricorn, during this season, in this August season, like, this is telling you not to take all those things off the back burner, because you need to be going full throttle. Okay, so Mars. I was going to do a timer because I know that I will continue to talk. If I don't have a person sitting in front of me asking me questions, or I have a timer going on, I am going to probably talk your ear off. So I got to keep myself in check. Okay, so this is the situation for you. Okay, you got work to do. This is happening. All of the things that you've been planning on doing, all of the things that you have been wanting to do, this is your time to make sure you're getting it done, really. But I'm going to look at some tarot cards so we can get the full message, the full what's going on here. Gosh. I'm like looking at my live and I'm seeing that I am fuzzy. Like, I don't know what's up with my internet. I'll have to figure that out later. But anyways, just like if you're sitting in front of me doing a reading, I shuffle the cards and then I let you split them into 3 piles. So that's why I'm doing it this way. 3 piles, splitting them to get the message from tarot. Okay, Star, 9 of Wands, Hermit. Okay. And I'm going to pull the cards underneath as well. Empress, 6 of Cups, Ace of Swords. Okay. So, situation. Okay. You, People are looking at you. People are looking at you, Capricorn, and they're seeing the way that you shine, the way that you conduct yourself. This is your situation, is that you have this star that you are following. And because of that, like, okay, the star card is linked to Aquarius energy as well. It's like you have this different way of thinking of this, like, okay, I'm thinking about Capricorn energy is like you are like, I've worked within the system that I was born into, but now you're finding a different way of doing it. That's Aquarius energy. It's like, I have a different way of going about. I'm a little eccentric. I'm a little bit different. I don't like the way that things are working, so I am needing to shine in a different way. And what the helper is underneath is this Empress energy of the Empress being, okay, I have creative ways of going about shining. I have a different way. Like the system that you were working within, that wasn't meant for you. And that's why you were exited, or why you were laid off, or like why you quit, or like why you're changing arenas. This is a situation that's going on, and it's like telling you that you have a way about going about this, and you're doing this in a different way, and people are looking at you and waiting to see like where's that thing that they've been talking about doing, where's this what, how are they, it's like people are waiting for you. People are waiting for you to bring your magic and bring your creativity and bring your care, the way that you are very very intuitive, and like the being able to observe like all these changes, and it's like you're the leader, Capricorn, and people are waiting for you. Okay, but this is what we have in the middle is the situation as it's progressing in order to get us to this final step here is, okay, Nine of Wands. Nine being a number of manifestation, okay, wands being that fire, that drive. And you see, like, we have this theme of the star. The star is behind your head, and now the star's a little bit, smaller, but it's still up there. And it's like, are you holding on to your all of the wands that you've been given? Are you picking up the one that you need to be able to move forward? Are You're strong enough. You're strong enough to be able to take this, and it's like not only just shining in the way that you are working on your gifts, but also bringing it back to your childhood. Okay, Capricorn, think about those things that you dreamt about as a kid. Think about this thing that you have envisioned yourself doing. Like this is really saying, bring it back, turn it all the way up, put your creative magic into this task that you are wanting to bring to the world, and make it happen. Okay, and so I feel like this is like a message of the situation that you've been in, is that you've been doing this work, but now it's telling you all of the things that you have been learning and what you've been doing. It's okay to have that down season of, like, I feel like this is like, because Hermit's related to Virgo season, so it's like going back to what I was talking about earlier about timing. Is like, yes, you may feel rushed. Maybe you feel like the deadline is happening, the deadline's coming up, but it's okay. Are you taking the action? Because I mean, we got fire energy, fire, fire. All this is fire, all this fire energy, and then we got Cups and Empress, which I'm feeling as the emotional, creative connection here. This is telling you, okay, for the future guidance that we have for you, Capricorn, is all the things that you have learned in your journey so far up until the moment that you're watching this video, is to really embody that. Listen to the lessons that you have learned, because whenever things happen, Hey, I see somebody in the chat. How's it going? Whenever things are happening to you, around you, that you are one that really learns about how it's impacting your life right now. And then really, like I said, 10th house is where this is playing out. So it's like you are observing, like at a bird's eye view of everything that's happening. And now you're to take that back, learn from it, see what your natural gifts are, see how it aligns with what you have been building, and then now is bringing it back with brand new ideas. Okay, this is your future guidance. We got the Hermit and the Ace of Swords, so it's like be okay with having that downtime. Having that time to yourself, even. It's not even downtime, but it's like taking your messages back to you, taking things back home, right? Like I feel like homework, like you go out into the world. This is this energy, okay? All the beginning here is like going out into the world, observing what's going on, understanding what people are asking of you, understanding how it relates to the dreams and the visions that you've been having. And now it's like you have to have that alone time to make a plan. Because if you're somebody who's going out all the time and you are, filling up your calendar with things all the time, when do you have that time to work on your big project, right? When do you have that time to work on these ideas, the dreams, the things that keep coming to you, right? So this is really telling you that all of the things that have been in the oven is ready to come out. It's been cooking for so long. All this fire, everything that it's been cooking, you've been marinating it, and now it's time to really, that when you're in that zone on your own, like for me, like I will say, I've been thinking about doing classes for tarot card classes, right? And just the other day, I had somebody on Facebook was all like, "Oh, just go buy your tarot cards and go learn about them on ChatGPT." And it's like, okay, I'm seeing that, but it's like that just reminded me that, hey, Daniela, this is a dream that you've been having. This is something that you've been wanting to do. Have you been putting the action on it, or have you been doing all this other stuff that's not doing that? So in the last like month or so, I've been on fire, like working on all of the ideas that I've been having for years, right? Working on this book, working on a website, working on this app, working on classes. Like, yes, I got a lot of ideas, but it's like really taking that time to listen to the people around you to really understand what is it that you need to focus on right now. And then haha, right, the like light bulb comes on top of your head, so you're understanding like what it is that you are the authority of, what it is that you are knowledgeable about, so you're able to bring that up. I'm going to pull one more card from this other deck just to get some final guidance here for you, Capricorn. Whoa, okay, that one flew out. What was that? Woo, okay, I know what that is without even reading it. I recognize the picture on it. Okay, just look at her. Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords. Okay, this camera's probably a little better. Okay, I'm going to read this to you. What does it say? The illusion of entrapment. A lack of self-confidence, making you feel helpless. Being afraid to take action. Take responsibility in your life now. Okay, so the Capricorn tuning into this, I feel like the message is pretty clear for you is you're the boss, okay? Not like the boss in charge of people, but it's like you're the boss of your own life. You know what you are capable of. You know what you bring to the table. You know what it is that you need to be confident about and just take action on it. So like if you've been doubting, I'm not ready to do this, or oh, do I have the skills it takes, or and do I have the knowledge? It's like, yeah, you do. Quit doubting yourself. Quit doubting yourself, because you are so more prepared. People look to you for advice, for your expertise, whatever it is. This is your time. Leo season, all this fire coming out, It's like, get out of your head, quit thinking about it, quit overthinking it, and just do it, right? I'm not sponsored by that shoe company, so I'm not gonna say it, but I was literally just singing this with my boyfriend earlier. Like, just do it. Just do it. You are not trapped. The only thing that's trapping you is your illusion to say that I'm not ready. I need to do some more preparation. You got it all lined up. All these plans, I feel like you have like a notebook full of plans that you have been, oh, well, maybe I'll get to this. Maybe I'll do this. And it's like, you don't got to learn anything more. People already ask you for what it is that you're needing to bring to the table. So quit procrastinating, Capricorn. I know that's a bad habit. And it's not even just the procrastination part. What it actually is you want it to be perfect. You want it to be perfect, and then because of that, you're just waiting for it to be perfect, right? Like, but just do it. Just do it. The rest will come. If you build it, they will come. Free your mind and your ass will follow. All of those. That's the message for you, Capricorn. Okay, cool. I'm going to get this ready for the next reading. Thank you so much, Capricorn, for tuning in. If you're just now tuning in, thank you so much. Okay, and give these cards a shuffle. Put these cards back. Get ready for the next reading. Clear the energy. Awesome! Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Daniela, Purple Star Tarot. I am doing readings for all 12 zodiac signs. I just did the reading for Capricorn. So, what am I doing now? Okay, so I'll just start my intro again so you know who I am. This is Daniela, Purple Star Tarot. I am your cosmic cleric and your dice diviner. Here I roll astrology dice to see what the cosmos wants us to focus on, and then I consult the oracle and tarot just to see what the energy and guidance is for the path moving forward. So these readings I'm doing today are connected with the energies of Leo season, connected with the energy of this eclipse season as well. This is August. This is your August reading. So Leo season is all about being confident, being courageous, getting out there, being just following your heart, following your drive, being out there. The sun is really represented here by Leo. So, all right. So next what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll the dice and we're going to see who the next reading is for. Sagittarius. All right, let me make the note here. Sagittarius. Go. Sagittarius. Okay, we're working backwards. If you know the way that the zodiacs go, Capricorn, Sagittarius. If Scorpio comes out next, I'm gonna laugh. So let's go. Okay. Next reading is for you, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. All right, I'm going to roll these astrology dice and see what is going on. Okay. We got Venus, we got Aquarius, and we got 12th house. Sagittarius. Okay. Venus. Venus is all about beauty, love, connection to art, creativity. Aquarius energy, very eccentric, outgoing, not fitting in with the norm, the society. And then 12th house energy, that is where everything is playing out, and that is very spiritual, in nature, introspective. Let's look at the cards so we can use our energies together to understand what's going on. Okay. Venus. Says on that card, beloved. Okay. Aquarius energy. Collaborative. Okay, so this is like who you're connecting with, your circles. 12th house. Introspection. So let's see how this is feeling. Sagittarius. Okay, so what I feel is going on here with Sagittarius is really looking at the relationships that you have with the people that are around you. I don't know why. I feel like this is a message that I get often for Sagittarius. So, Sagittarius, the adventure one, the very intuitive, very blunt, that energy for Sagittarius. I feel like this is having you take a step back and really understand the people that you're connecting with, and really playing into being that healer. Okay. I feel like you heal through love. Okay. I feel like there's another message here for you. Let me feel into this a little bit. 12th house energy with Aquarius and Venus. Okay, I'm just looking at my flashcards I have here. Just because, like, the cards that I have, like, I have taken the time to actually write questions about all of this. Like, this is something that I've been building on my app, even, is really understanding. Okay, so the question that I have for 12th house is about working through solitude, spirituality, and hidden patterns. Okay? So I really feel like the message here for you is really, Sagittarius, to look at the collective that you are working with, the people, the circle that you're in, and really understanding are these relationships, these connections, the way that you're expressing, is that really understanding how there's like an underlying theme, going to understand how you're healing the collective with you. Are we harming, or are we healing? Okay. First thing coming to my mind is like, really, like, okay, this is for adults, right? Okay. What I'm feeling is like, you are going on these adventures, you're working with all these people, and really understanding how the connections that you are having, is it actually uplifting one another? The part that I was thinking about is like whatever your preferences are when it comes to relating to circles of people, is to really understand why, I guess, really look at the underlying whys of those connections, right? And the activities and all of that, and really understanding, what is this really saying about me? Like, really, like, digging into the psychology about it. Because, like, I feel like there's something for you to learn about yourself and the people around you, okay? With Aquarius coming out, that's what I'm saying. Like, Aquarius connected to the community, the collective, original thinking, being different, right? Okay, let's look at tarot cards and see what we have for guidance going forward. Okay, let's go ahead and split these into 3 piles. 1, 2, 3. I swear I just shuffled these and the star's coming out again. Okay. We got the Star card, we got the 9 of Cups, and we got the Queen of Pentacles. Underneath we have Queen of Wands, Knight of Wands. Got lots of fire going on here, and 3 of Wands. Okay. Fire, fire, fire. That's you all day, Sagittarius, right? Okay. So in this situation that you're going in right now, is like, yeah, people look up to you as well. People look to you for guidance. People look at the way that you're shining. This Aquarius energy coming out twice here for you. There's something different about the groups that you're with. the people that you connect with, right? And with the Queen of Wands being underneath, more of this like shiny energy is, I feel like this is a time for you to like not be like super outspoken about what's going on, but more of receiving the energy from the people around you, receiving that message. Again, kind of similar to the reading that we just did, is really understanding those relationships around you, understanding that, and then being able to intuitively be able to work towards this Nine of Cups. Okay. um, Nine of Cups with the Knight of Wands. Okay. A lot of intuition, a lot of optimism here, and that goes for you, Sagittarius, is if you're in a situation where things are not feeling joyful and great all times, then that is a time for you to really work on manifesting what it is that you want in your life, right? 9 is a number of manifestation, and cups is your emotions. So it's like, don't ignore your emotions when it comes to the collective. Really understand how things are working for you, and being able to be that knight for yourself the way that you are for others. Okay? Because that knight energy is like, I'm getting on my horse, I'm there to support the people, I'm here to be with the people. Wands is that fire energy, so it's like very driven, passion. Okay? What drives you? What drives you when it comes to the way that you're connecting with the collective, and really understanding. I kind of feel like this is like I was saying earlier, like in this like healer kind of situation, that you have this ability to help those around you. But with the Queen of Pentacles and the Three of Wands coming out as the future guidance here, is really saying, okay, have those adventures, have fun, but also take that time to be very loving towards yourself in the way that you give that love out to other people. Okay. And also, okay, I'm just looking at the cards because there's words on them as well. Okay, loyal. Loyal is the one that kind of jumped out at me. So when it comes to your circles and going into the introspection, the 12th house, where everything is playing out, is really understanding, okay, the love that you're giving, you're being told to receive. Be able to receive and be loyal to those that are giving you the same love and care that you are giving out, right? And Three of Wands, three being a number of creativity and community and your connections. Like, I feel like that there is a greater calling for you, since 12th house is what's playing out here. There's a greater it just feels like very much like psychology, therapy, like knowing that you play a big role in the people's life that are around you, and to be able to share that joy with everyone, to share the optimism. We got optimism on this card, we got joy, we got adventure, you got luck, like really making sure that things are playing out for everyone in a fair and joyful, optimistic way. Let's look at this last card. I'm going to look at one more card, and I do see that I got a question in the chat. I'll be able to answer your question next. So let's pull a card from this deck. There we go. The way they fly out. Come on. Okay, I see it. It's Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is the card that came out for you. I'm trying to pull it out here. to read it for you. Seeds well planted, efforts or investments that will be rewarded in the future, and the seed for patience, time for resting and planning the future, unnecessary worry. So for your situation, Sagittarius, when it comes to everything that you've been working on, all the seeds you've been planting within your community, I feel like this is telling you to take that time to really assess the connections that you've had, the communities that you've been connecting with, and really learning from that. Because you've been planting seeds, I feel like in all of the circles that you've been exploring, all of the adventures that you've been going on, all the connections that you've been making, because we got a lot of Aquarius energy, a lot of community energy, that you are to really take a step back, listen to everything that has been happening, and understanding where you feel like your role is here and how it is that you're able to bring something to fruition, it feels like. Because 7 of Pentacles is making things tangible, making things real. So it's like you probably have a lot of all that fire energy, starting fires, starting desire, because we got the Venus here. It's like it feels like you've been going from circle to circle, igniting that fire in the heart, learning from what works, what doesn't work, being able to take it back and grow from that. Okay, so it feels like, because I keep saying circles, so it's like the cycles that keep happening, don't run away from them, but circle back and have, with the insight that you have gained, to be able to see how things can grow and get better. If that makes sense. I don't know. Hopefully, whoever is watching this, that's the Sagittarius, will tell me what makes sense for you. So if this resonates, let me know in the comments. I don't know what's going on. I'm just saying what comes to my mind here, reading the cards, reading the energies here, but that was it for you, Sagittarius. Thank you. Okay. Let me... Oh my gosh, what is that beeping noise? Okay. Okay. All right. So I do have someone in the chat. D Seventh Sun. Go ahead and ask your question. I will do a question specifically for you now if you are still here in the chat watching with me. Are you still here? Okay, I'll shuffle the cards. Give you a moment. If you're still with me in the chat, go ahead and ask your question. Okay. Okay. I'm just waiting. Okay. Hey, if you're still here in the chat, go ahead and ask your question, and I will get to you next. D Seventh Sun. Seventh Sun. Do you have 7 siblings or 6 siblings? I'm just curious now. And I'll give you a moment. And if you're not in the chat still or you don't want to ask the question right now, I'll go on to the next one. And then if you jump in again, it's all good. Just giving me some time to shuffle the cards, get things reorganized here. Right. Putting the cards back. Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Daniela. I am doing readings for all 12 zodiac signs. So far, I've only done 2. So if you're not Capricorn or Sagittarius, you haven't missed your reading. So all is well. And if you are joining me in this live and you want to ask a question, now's the time to do so. That's what I do during my live readings, is anybody who chimes in wants a question asked, this is the time to get a free reading. Because I love interacting with people. It's so much better than just reading to a screen, because I don't know your question. I don't know what's going on. So I'm just reading what I feel. I mean, that's what I do anyways if you are in person with me, but talking to somebody versus looking at the screen and talking to myself is totally different. I mean, you've all probably watched yourself in the in the mirror, talk to yourself. I mean, or am I the only one that's that crazy? Okay, let's see. Okay. Okay. I gave you a moment there to ask your question, and I don't see you chiming back in, which that's totally fine. If you come back in the chat later and you want to get your question answered, that is fine. Just throw it in there, and I'll get to it once I'm ready, but I'll definitely answer questions on the live. Oh, gosh. Please don't fall. Oh, I was stuck. Here we go. A little mishap. Are we good? Are we good? Okay, I think I'm good. This card, quit moving. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on a second, y'all. I gotta fix this. What's up? What's up? I'm back. I'm back. Sorry about that. About knocked my wall over. What's up, y'all? Okay, this is Daniela, Purple Star Tarot. I'm doing readings for all 12 zodiac signs. And now I'm going to roll this dice and see who the next reading is for. Aries. Next reading is for Aries. Dang, we almost got all the fire knocked out already. Okay. I did Sagittarius. And now we're doing Aries. Awesome. Okay, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising. This next reading is for you. And if you're just now tuning in, what's up? Hey everyone, this is Daniela, Purple Star. I am your Cosmic Cleric and your Dice Diviner. Here I roll the astrology dice, and I also use tarot and oracle. The astrology dice let me see what the cosmos wants you to focus on right now. And then looking at tarot cards, that I'm able to see what the energy, the guidance, and the pathway moving forward is. So if you're just now tuning in, these readings are connected to the energies for Leo season. This August 2026 eclipse cycle. And Leo energy is all about the themes of courage, confidence, creativity, self-expression, being seen, following your heart. Okay, and the eclipse energy, like, unfortunately we're not able to see it down here in Texas, but if you're able to see it, or we still feel it, it's still existence, right? The eclipse energy, it brings about turning points, revelations, endings and beginnings, like the sun and the moon, like that's what the eclipse is. It's like when the sun eclipses the moon. There's a song. What is that? I think I'm thinking about Pink Floyd. Okay, so anyways, so these readings are going to be looking at what's being illuminated right now, what is being become much clearer for you and during this season. So let's go, Aries. This next reading is for you. Let me go ahead and roll the dice. Okay, cool. We got Moon. We got Gemini. We got 7th house. Okay. 7th house is where everything's playing out for you. So when it comes to your relationships, not just your romantic relationships, but like the people you're working with, the people you have close connections with, that's what's being highlighted right now for you. Okay. So the moon energy is all about your feelings, your emotions. So maybe this is actually a romantic relationship, actually. Who you're able to express with, okay? Because Gemini is about communication, expression, being creative. So this is really having you take a look at those connections, right? I'm going to show you the cards. Perception. And Gemini energy, that's how everything, that's the actions to take right now. We got cross-pollinate. And 7th house. When I saw this cross-pollinate and the moon and the 7th house, like, this is making me feel that pregnancy. That's the first thing that came to my mind, right? Like, Aries. I'm not one to predict. Like, I'm doing these general readings, so like this message could be for anyone. I don't know what's going on in this Aries life right now, but there might be an Aries that's tuning in right now that I feel like this is about somebody that you've had kids with in the past. Cross-pollinate. That's where that's coming. You know, cross-pollinate. Like you've sprinkled your seed, or you've been seeded, I guess. The moon, feelings and emotions around your offspring. Okay. Let me know, Aries, that's tuning in, if that's what's going on right now. But that's what I'm feeling. Okay, situation is really okay. The moon. The words on that is perception. But the moon is all about your feelings, your emotions, your nurturing energy. My mom's a Gemini, so I think that's where that also is coming from. Is like that moon energy of connecting to Gemini of your offspring. That I think that's where maybe that kind of came out. Honestly, I'm not sure, but I'm gonna roll with it. That this is really having you look at your relationships, though, the connections that you have, the connections that you have made in the past, and how things are changing. I kind of feel like maybe there is a situation that you're having to take a step back and really understand what is happening with your relationships with your very close people, or people that you want to be closer but are not close because of some kind of disconnection that's happened in the past. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna look at tarot cards and see what's going on here for you, Aries. Okay, I shuffled these a few times already. Let's see. I feel like I moved my camera a little bit. Let's see. Okay, cool. So let's split these into 3 piles. 1, 2, 3. I shuffled them many times, and it's just so funny how like these cards come back out like again. I mean, there's only 78 cards, so of course we're gonna see the same cards again, right? But okay. First card coming out for you is the Three of Wands. Three of Wands, with the moon being the situation, is, yeah, I feel like this is retrospective. Okay? That's past. Past is the connections that you had in the past. So this is really fitting with what I was saying earlier. The connections that you've had in the past is what you are probably looking back on. And there's been some like conflict within yourself of how that transpired. Because this is why I'm saying that is because the Five of Wands. Five is a number of change. Is a number in numerology. This is also the adventurer, right? Like that you. I feel like you went down a different path than the connections that you had in the past, being able to communicate, being able to express yourself in a different way than you had in the past when it comes to your relationship. So I kind of feel like a relationship maybe did not go well, did not go as expected, and now this time is the future guidance is for you to bring out to really learn from the past, to really learn from those past connections that you had, so you're able to be. It's really coming to mind, this thing that I say sometimes. It's like, through catastrophe I master me. Like really understanding what went wrong in that past relationship and not going back to it. Like, you don't go back to the past, like, no matter what. Like, I mean, there are some situations where people do like end up like marrying the person that they divorced from or something, but only do that if you both have healed from whatever was going on. Like, making sure that you have taken that time to really look inside and see what it was that was not going right within yourself. And if you can come back to a situation as a changed person, but with the Queen showing up, it's really showing this is not for you to go after. This is more of you to receive. Like, if somebody from the past is reaching out to you after you like messed up a situation, or I'm not gonna say you messed up, but like you just didn't handle it in the way that you know that you should have, maybe through all this time that you have this retro. Like I said before, like I kind of feel like it's just like not a relationship, but more like with kids maybe. I'm gonna look at the cards underneath so I can get more of the picture of what's going on. Six of Swords, King of Swords, Ace of Swords. Okay, I feel like you've been in your head a lot with all this swords energy, with all this mental energy. Okay, so the way that I read them is like these, like one row at a time. Okay, let's look at them. This tells the story. Three of Wands to the Six of Swords. Okay, both of these are water. I mean, even though Wands is fire, definitely, and Swords is air, but you see the water. Okay, both these cards together, you can see like pretend like you're a child, right? And we don't know how to read words. And we're reading a picture book, okay? And in the picture book, if these come together, you're looking out overseas, you're looking for the adventure, you're looking for what possibilities are, and then you get in the boat and you go towards them. You let your intuition guide you to a new land, to a new situation, to a new community. 3 to 6, like doubling numbers, okay? 3 times 2 is 6, so we do the basic math there. 3 plus 3 is 6, okay? Instead of doing multiplication. But it's like you have widened your circle, widen your net. You're going towards calmer waters. That's what Six of Swords is a image of. Following your intuition, like you sought it out with your two eyes, with the binoculars. You zoomed in on the situation, and then you're like, okay, I'm going to go somewhere else. I'm going to go alone. Which that's the difference between the Rider-Waite Smith deck to this deck is this person is on their own. They're on a boat by themselves. They're not carrying a whole bunch of people with them. So going back to that family thing I was feeling earlier, like whatever situation that you were in before, you had to move out of that situation. You moved far away from that situation, so you are able to really understand and confront your inner self in a way, right? Because Five of Wands, that is usually like a picture of, well, in the traditional tarot deck, or I guess Rider-Waite Smith deck, that this is five people putting their sticks together to make a star, right? And some, like, people were butting heads. People were butting heads of, like, who's going to be the leader. And I feel like that's what you felt in this new situation where you moved to a different area. You moved to somewhere else so you can really kind of understand, okay, I'm going to go be the leader elsewhere. I'm going to be able to understand what that king is inside of me. Okay? Really being able to speak your truth, being able to walk the walk, talk the talk, all of those kinds of things, right? And instead of that conflict with yourself, that conflict with the inner self of like, who's going to be in charge? Is it going to be my ego? Is it going to be my passion? Am I following my higher calling? And I feel like this is showing you did. You understood that you were able to really step up and be that powerful influence that you felt that you were driven to do, right? But the future guidance, Queen of Wands to Ace of Swords. Queen of Wands is a leader. She's a queen. She is very receptive and understanding of the tides. That's what came to mind, even though there's no water on this card at all. Understanding of the ebbs and flows, understanding like as the leader, like, because like I said, that this card is a conflict of who is the leader. And then we have a king and we have a queen. They're not of the same suit, but I kind of feel that you understand what the leader looks like, and you had to have been humbled. I kind of feel like you had this energy of like, I'm going for it. I am going to be the leader, but then you were like put in your place. You're like understanding that, oh, I thought I was going to go be this savior. I was going to, but then I feel like the relationships and the people that you met while you were going into this new territory has really brought it back down to humbling yourself, okay? And now you have these new ideas. You have these new things, these new opportunities that are coming to you where you're having to make the changes necessary to fulfill your part. Okay? Like you saw what I'm picturing is like Mighty Mouse. I don't know, like a cartoon from like what, the 40s, the 50s? I don't even know when that came out. But who's that other person? Oh gosh. If you could just see the movie Split play in my head when I close my eyes. Andy Kaufman. Okay, he's like, here I am to save the day. And then you go to save the day, and then you're like, oh shit, I'm not in charge. I am here digging holes. Okay? I don't know where that's coming from. But if this resonates with you, just leave me a comment, because, like, I don't know where these visions are coming from, especially when I'm talking to, like, however many people are going to see this video. I have no idea. Oh, gosh. I would love to read for you in person. If you want to do a solo reading for, like, that's specialized on just you, I love that. Because then I don't have all these possibilities popping up like this. But anyways, you were humbled. You realized that, okay, you're not Mighty Mouse in the way that you want it to be, the way that you thought it was going to be, but you're seeing that you still are needed as a creative leader in your area. So that's showing that you have new ideas, a new insight, a new opportunities that are coming to you, but now it's like taking that sword and acting on it. Okay, cat. You see these two cats? The two cats there, okay? Like, I feel like that's significant. Okay, like, whenever I see this orange and yellow cat, it's like one's inner cat, one's outer cat. Okay? So, orange cat in this way, orange cat's the ones that like to fight, right? If you ever had an orange cat, or what I have is neighborhood orange cats that want to come fight my cats, like the orange cat, that's the ego. Okay, orange cat's like, I'm ready to fight, I'm in charge, I'm going to do this. But then, like, yellow cat's like, chill out, you don't gotta be so aggressive, we don't gotta, you got this higher calling. So, like, even looking at the cat's faces, right, like, one looks all kind of mean, and this one's like, okay, I'm a young cat, I'm a little cat, I got a little less fire in me, but it's good, because it's like the aces are the new beginnings. So taking that energy that I kind of feel like humbling yourself is helping with these connections that you had to walk away from in the past. So if this is like past relationships or past energy, past children that you haven't seen or something like that, that you humbling yourself, knowing what your role is, what your place is, making that change of mind, that change of the actions that you take, that you're able to open up communication in a different way. I kind of feel like communication could have been aggressive at first, which was kind of rattling to your emotions and to those emotions of the people around you, that you humbling yourself is getting you on that frequency to let them in. My mind, when I said, the moment I said let them in, I heard Paul McCartney, open the door and let them in. Oh yeah. Okay, last card we got for you. Three of Swords. We got a lot of threes. Three. We got just the 2 threes, but Three of Wands started it, and we're ending now with Three of Swords. The words on here is great sadness that will heal with time. Let go of the past. Personal growth that comes from challenges. Healing misunderstanding and being there for those in need. Okay. Yes, this is definitely showing that. Healing the relationships that you have had in the past by humbling yourself, learning those lessons that you had to, because you weren't able to do them in the place that you were in, and you had to go somewhere else to be able to kind of be put in your place. But it feels that, I mean, even this person looks young. Like, this has to be, like, if you're an Aries that's watching this later, like, please let me know in the comments. But it feels like your children or your relationship or somebody is coming back. I mean, I hate saying, like, it's not that, like, whenever I watch these videos and it's like people that are like, oh, somebody from the past is waiting for you or coming. It's not that. it's like you had to learn, and you had to have this sadness happen to allow yourself to be humbled, so the people from the past will come to you when they're in need, and it really feels like a child. It really feels like a child. So that's the message for you. Thank you so much, Aries, for letting me read for you. I know that was a little long. I try to set my timer so I don't go so long, but I feel like you got the message. And if you are tuning in and you are live in the chats, just let me know if you want to get a message or a question read for you. If not, I'm just going to keep going for the next reading. I'm doing readings for all 12 zodiac signs, and so far I've only gotten through 3 of them. So let's keep going. Right, I'm just gonna check and see if I got any message there. Let's see what we got going on. All right, let's see. All right. What's up? If you are tuning in, my name is Daniela. I am Purple Star Tarot. I am doing readings for this eclipse energy for new moon in Leo. What else is going on? It's August. Okay, so if you're a Leo, happy birthday season. Leo energy. We all are feeling this. We all live through all the seasons. We don't just live in our sun sign, our moon sign, our rising. That we experience all of that. And if you are on this planet Earth right now, you are being impacted by the energy of Leo. So this is telling all of us to bring out our creativity, be confident, be courageous, express yourself. Like that is Leo, spotlight. Get into the spotlight, be seen, okay? And with this eclipse, that is just showing, you know, we have that moment of darkness. I mean, we don't see it here. Where I'm in Texas, but we still feel that energy of being able to see in the dark. When the light of the sun disappears during the day, where things are to be illuminated, right? Like we're able to have a different perspective of what needs to be shown the light on during this time, okay? So I am going to be doing the reading for the next sign. What I do is I roll this Zodiac dice for me to see who the next reading is for. I don't go just in order. I never know what order I'm going to go in, so I leave it up to fate. I leave it up to chance. I leave it up to divination. That's how I work with astrology here, is whatever comes up, comes out. Very intuitive. Let's roll the dice. Taurus. Next reading is for you, Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Taurus. And let me make this note here so I keep track of all the readings I'm doing. Taurus. Okay. Ta-da. Okay, awesome. Next reading is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising. Again, if you don't know who I am, my name is Daniela. I am Purple Star Tarot. I am your Cosmic Cleric. I am your Dice Diviner. What I do is I roll astrology dice, and those allow me to see what the cosmos wants us to focus on right now. And then I look at tarot cards. With that, I'm able to see the energy and the guidance and the pathway moving forward. So let me go ahead and roll the dice, see what message we have for you. Taurus. Leo. 6, So, okay, cool. So what I'm working with here is the first one that rolls out is the planet. The planet tells us what the situation is. The second one, the Zodiac, that tells me what the actions or feelings are around this situation. And then the last one, the number dice, that is astrological houses, and that tells me where in your life this is playing out. Okay, so what this is showing to me, just by what I know about these, we have Uranus, Leo, and sixth house. Okay, I feel like this is telling you to make that, be courageous to make the changes that you need to in your day-to-day life to get to the next chapter, the next frontier, okay? That's what I always say when I see Uranus. It's like, we're going to the next frontier, because tell me that doesn't look like a spaceship, right? Right? Like, if you grew up in a Star Trek household like I did, that looks like the Starship Enterprise, USS Enterprise, right? So, let me show you the card. Uranus, however you want to say this, whatever. The word on there is change, okay? Big changes. But not like in a scary way. This is like a controlled way, right? Like, you have the power to make the changes that are necessary in this situation. But I feel like this is I'll just tell you what I see here. Okay, so the situation is making the change. Okay, the second one that I look at tells me the actions to take around it is like that fiery lion energy, Leo, of just do it. It's your time to shine. You know the changes that are needed to make to get to the next chapter, to get to the next season, to get to wherever it is that you're going towards. But what needs to be done? Where does it need to be done? What actions do you need to take? You need to work on whatever. It's like a day-to-day thing, daily, because that's what the sixth house to me, when I see that, is like routines, habits. Well, not so much routines, but more like the self-care, the who you are when no one else is around. Like, yeah, you can go put your best face on and go out there, but like, it all starts at home, right? Sixth house. That's where everything's playing out here for you. Sixth house. Sustainability is what this card says. But you know, I'm going to look at my other cards that I have here too. I have these other astrology cards. I have so many different like decks that I use, like, it's ridiculous. But when I go out into public, this is usually the ones I use. Sixth house. It says establishing foundations, health, daily life, and practical details. So yes, the day-to-day things that you need to do to take care of yourself to get you to that next goal. So it's like, if you have this big goal in mind that, hey, I want to make this big change in my health, it only happens when you make a daily commitment to that. Okay? Like I said, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, take this as if it resonates with you, but I kind of feel like you have this goal that you're working towards that is going to help you with your stability. They're going to help you with this situation that you've been dealing with, but it's like you have to make that daily commitment to do that. You have to light that fire up inside of yourself every day to commitment to yourself. Okay, let's look at the tarot cards. I always forget my little timer. I'm gonna put my timer on now. Okay. Taurus. Okay, we're gonna look at some tarot cards to see what the message is for you. Judgment, Nine of Pentacles, Page of Cups. Let me go ahead and just pull the cards underneath as well. Two of Wands. Chariot. Queen of Pentacles. Okay. So, situation. Like I said, situation at hand, that's Uranus energy with Judgment and Two of Wands. Okay, so when it comes to the situation that, don't judge yourself too harshly, right? Like Judgment, this is just really accepting what is. Accepting that the change needs to happen, accepting that you need to make a plan. You need to make a plan and maybe even have an accountability partner to be able to work on this. Like, okay, accountability partner. This is making me think of, okay, a term that some people might know in the neurodivergent community of body doubling. Okay? When it comes to some of these tasks that we need to do, when it, like, something that I always hear in the coffee shops that I go do coffee shops in a college town. So I'm, like, always hearing these college students saying, it's time to lock in. And, like, so there's, like, you know, 3-4 people all working together on a project there, but like they're quiet because they all have their own individual tasks they need to work on. But the body doubling thing is like, I'll check in with you in 15 minutes to see how things are going on your project. Right? I was so fortunate at the tech job that I worked at that like they actually had a neurodivergent. They didn't call it that. What do they call it? Like, it's one of those like ERGs, employee resource groups. So like they have them for different minorities. They have them for different like there's like a queer group. There was a black group. There was all these different groups, but the one that I remember, they started doing body doubling there as well. And I was like, oh, this is really interesting because if we can't stay focused on ourselves and work on the task, because we're all, like, this started during COVID, and like we're all at home, I'm in here at this desk working on my stuff, but it's like having someone that you can talk to, like we would have our Zooms on, we would have our videos on, and be able to check in with one another and be like, how's that project going? What are you working on? So like we make a plan together of like, in the next 20 minutes, I'm going to be working on this task. And so this is just accepting that doing it on your own sometimes is not the way, right? Like we're humans. We need other people, right? Like, so it's okay to say that I need to make a plan, but it's hard to do it by myself, right? Like, and accepting that when I am working with other people, or when a supervisor is around, or when I have my friends around with me, that it's a lot easier for me to stick to my plan. And that's what this is all about, is really accepting that sometimes I need help. Sometimes I need to have a partnership, just to have somebody to cohabitate with, even. Like, it doesn't have to be like a romantic relationship, but knowing that, oh, I'm gonna have somebody come over today and we're gonna like clean the house together, like, because I'm bed rotting if I don't do it with other people, right? Like, so it's okay to accept that sometimes you need to have people around to keep each other on task. Okay, so yeah, because this whole thing's talking about like your routines and your habits and the things that you need to survive to get to the next day. And this is really showing, okay, 9, a number of like manifestation, and Pentacles is really embodying that earth energy, which that's you, Taurus, that earth energy of really knowing that you can accomplish anything on your own. But when you got 2 people working together, we can accomplish way more, right? Let's get in this chariot. Let's ride together. Let's ride together. Like, okay, yes, there's one person inside of this this little chariot, but we got other people steering. We got the horses, or the cats in this case, steering, which is also very symbolic of the divine. You know, like, you're getting inside of that's like I call it sometimes, it's like my divine spaceship. We're getting in this little spaceship. We're understanding that we're not going on it alone. We're having faith that we can partner with the right people. We're working with the right people, and we're able to go to that next step. We're able to manifest what it's needing to embody this. To You're not driving alone in that car. If you were driving around in a car, you'd be walking, actually, right? You're not walking. You're in a vehicle. You're in a body. You're with other people, making that partnership with those around you to be able to get the task done. Having faith and trusting that universe got your back, your higher self got your back, the people around you, you're able to work together, right? So, future guidance is showing Page of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. Page of Cups and Queen of Pentacles. Page of Cups is a messenger. Sometimes maybe that's messages around you, signs, synchronicities, confirmation. Maybe this tarot reading is that for you. But this is really showing this, you know that you have this magic that is to come out of you. You know that there is this action that needs to happen to get to the pentacle, to get the prize, right? We got a fish in one hand. We got a... me even saying that makes me think of what my grandma would say. You can shit in one hand and wish in the other and see which fills up faster. Okay, so what does that mean here? What that means here is that you have this big dream. Fish is not going to fall from the sky unless there's some like weird thing happening where fish fall from the sky. I don't know. But in order to manifest what it is that you want and able to turn that fish into a coin, that you have to work on it daily. You have to acquire the skills. You have to accept that you're not fishing by yourself. That if there's one person reeling in the fish, one person watching the water, one person, like, this is really showing, this is like, if you're having trouble sticking to your daily routines, work with somebody. Work with somebody who has that same goal. Network. I see people do it all the time on Facebook. They're like, oh, I'm working from home, or I'm a mother, like, whatever it is. Like, do you want to meet up at a coffee shop so we can get focused on our goals together? Okay? And then we can turn all these crazy swimming fishes that we have everywhere into actual things. We can actually get things done together, right? Receiving the help, being, receiving, accepting and receiving. That's the message there. Accepting and receiving that in order for the big changes to happen, that you need to put yourself out there. You need to be confident when it comes to even saying, hey, I have a problem. Even saying that made me think of like a AA meeting. My name is Taurus, and I am admitting that I have an issue. But here I am with a group of people who also have issues, and we're able to speak about them, get it out, not be all flippy floppy like a fish on it, and then actually turn this into something that is going to come to fruition. Okay? So, making sustainable changes, making the changes that are necessary in your life with the people that are also working on the same thing together. So I'm going to pull out one more card. That was quick. Transformation. I don't know why I said it like that. But transformation. So in this deck, this is the Tower card. Okay? Significant life experiences that require changes to be made. Powerful and often unexpected revelations, breaking free of procrastination. releasing old belief systems. So yeah, this sums it up here. Is like, in order for you to make the change. Yes, I see you in the chat. Ask the question, because Taurus reading is almost done here. That big radical changes are necessary. We started the reading off with change, okay? And the very last word, well, not word, but the last card is talking about making the changes as well. So you know that there's a change that needs to happen, and this is telling you you're not doing it by yourself. You need to accept that. You need to humble yourself and know that, okay, this change is necessary, and I've been trying to do it all by myself, and you don't have to. You don't have to do this all by yourself. This is telling you to be confident, admit you have an issue, work with the people that have similar issues, get into a network of some sort, go into just go to a coffee shop, hang out, whatever it is that you know that you need to focus on. You're going to focus a lot better when you're not bedrotting. I'm not shaming you for that. We all do it. Okay? But really just accepting that for this transformation to happen, that you have to really admit that to yourself first so you can actually get through with it. Okay? But that's the message for you, Taurus. Thank you so much. All right. Yes. I am commenting in the chat now. D, 7th Sun. Go ahead. Oh my God, so sorry. I was looking at the word away from earlier when I said ask away, and I said go away. I did not mean that. I'm so sorry. Yes, if you are still here in the chat with me, D, 7th Sun, I saw you wanted to ask a question earlier, so you can ask a question. Go for it. I'll give you a few moments. Let's see if you're still in the chat. Oh, it says there's only one person in chat now. I'm not sure if you are the person or if that's somebody else. Okay. I want to answer your question. How do I do this? Okay, remove. How do I do this? Ask your question. D, 7th Sun, what do my angels want me to know? Okay. Awesome. I see your question. Okay. So this second deck that I'm using is actually the Angel Wisdom Tarot deck. So for your question, I am going to ask specifically to this deck for you. D, 7th Sun, what do your angels want you to know? Okay. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching with me. I'm glad I'm able to read for you. Okay, let me shuffle these cards and get these guys away. Clear the energy for me to get a clear question, a clear answer for you, what your angels want you to know. Okay. Okay. Okay, I got 3 cards out for you. This is for you, D, 7th Sun. Okay, So for you, what do your angels want you to know? Um, First message I'm feeling is that you're not stuck. You're not stuck. You have the option. You don't have to stay in this place of cloudy mind. The first card that's coming out is the Awakening. Awakening in this deck is the Hangman. Okay, I'll read it to you. A temporary pause for reflection and insight. An awakening where you see things in a whole new light. Embrace your uniqueness and charitable actions. The Magician. Magic is alive in your life. What you need to be successful manifest. If you believe it, you can do it. And then the last card you have is the Six of Swords. The end of challenging times. Things are looking up. A welcome relief, finding your way to peaceful place, the end of depression or an illness, travel or relocation. Okay. So what I'm feeling for you is that your angels want you to know that you have the resources, you have the insight, you have the light within you, but you're not stuck where you are. You don't need to stay where you are. I don't know if that actually means that you need to move somewhere or go to another place, but swords is our mental energy, our mindset. So what I'm feeling is that this is a time that your angels want you to know that look at your situation from a different perspective. Okay? That's what we have. Like, we have this angel here in the tree, actually. That's what we see here. Like, the angel is in the tree and just giving you this new perspective to look at your situation. Okay? So what I'm feeling is even pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to the signs that are around you. So you can really open up to what is going on with a different mindset. Your angels want you to know that you're made different. You know that you're different. That's why you're here with me right now. That you are able to release what no longer serves you. So I'm looking at this picture, okay? In this picture, this person is upside down and they're letting all of their belongings just fall out of their bag. What you probably can't see on this is that we have Neptune. The image of Neptune is on there. The key is on there. And it looks like some cards are falling out. But with Neptune energy coming out, okay, when I think about Neptune, I think about Ariel's dad in Little Mermaid. Okay, and I also think about Ariel. And what did Ariel want to do? She wanted to go up where the people are. She wanted to be in this other place. She wanted to see what life was from a different perspective. And that's perfect for that card is you're not trapped in the perspective or the mind state that you have been in, that you are able to, you have all the tools that you need. The magic's within you. You're not needing to look outside of yourself for this answer, that your angels speak to you. And you don't need to second guess that. You have all the resources you need. It kind of feels like I was going back to earlier when I was talking about listening to your dreams, but also you can build your dreams. You can create a vision board. You can write down on a piece of paper what it is that you are wanting to go towards. So your angels are wanting you to know that this challenge that you've been in, you see that swan? Like it makes me think of that story of the ugly duckling, right? Things are transforming. You're not the ugly duckling situation. You're not this perspective that thinks that the angels aren't there to help you, because they are. And when you trust and believe that you're able to get out of this mind state, that's kind of holding you back in a way, that you are able to show that, hey, you are the magician. You are the seventh son. You are that one that is able to cruise out of chaos. Okay? So if you're seeing an opportunity, don't doubt that. Don't doubt that opportunity that's coming through, because that is honestly your angels paving the way to calmer waters for you. Okay? So trust that. Your angels want you to know that all the challenges that are happening, it's for you to learn from. Yes, I mean, it may be hard, it may be difficult at this time, but really having that change of mind of like, I feel like that saying of like, uh, I mean, I don't want to get like religious or whatever, but these are angel cards. We're talking about angels, and this, what I'm thinking is like God wouldn't bring you to it if you could not make it through it, right? So really understanding that this situation that you've been going through, this like what's been happening, take that time to understand what it was, learn from it, so you can take that knowledge and take that mindset, and not really looking at things as like black and white, good and bad, but really saying, this was what was put on my path. I accept it. I learned from it. And now I'm going to acquire new skills from that hardship that you had. Now I'm having hiccups. I don't know what that means. But yeah, I hope that was helpful for you. But your angels want you to know that they brought you through some difficult times, so you are able to take that knowledge and wisdom and that new perspective to understand you have all the tools, you have all the wisdom, you have all the magic living inside of you, but now it's time to take that to a new arena, to a new place, to a new situation, and being able to really shine through that. I hope that was helpful. Hello. Thank you so much for tuning in. I see you, Dana, my friend from way back in the day. So good to see you. That was a message for you, D7. I hope that was helpful. All right, so I have done readings for 5 people. Let's do another one. Well, 6, I guess, including you. All right. What's up, everyone? This is Daniela, Purple Star Tarot. I am your dice diviner, your cosmic cleric, and I am doing readings today for all 12 zodiac signs. I have done Capricorn, Sagittarius, Aries, and Taurus. And next I'm going to be rolling the dice to see who the next reading is for. These readings that I am doing are for the new moon in Leo. That is today. And that also, it's eclipse, even though we're not able to see it here, but it's still happening. So what I do is I roll these astrology dice and I see what the cosmos wants you to focus on. And then I consult the tarot cards to see what the energies and guidance is moving forward. So with Leo season, that is all about shining, being your bright light, bringing your confidence to the table, being your creative, imaginative, awesome self, and following your heart. Okay, so let me go ahead and roll the dice, and we're going to see who the next reading is for. Gemini. Next reading is for you, Gemini. Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let me make note of that. Awesome. I see your note there. I'm so glad I was able to help you there. And if you want to book a personal reading, you can do so on my website. I I do readings all the time. I do readings in person. I'm down here in Central Texas, so this weekend I'm doing readings in San Marcos, San Antonio, and in Austin. So you have 3 different cities that you can meet me in, but also I do readings over the phone. If you want a personal reading, you can book that on my website, and I will record a video just like this and send it to you, so you can have that to keep. So if not, you can always jump in these lives. I do lives, like, I try to do them at least once a month, around the new moon. So we're doing a reading for Gemini now. I'll go ahead and introduce myself one more time. My name's Daniela. I am Purple Star Tarot. I am your dice diviner. I am your cosmic cleric, and I'm going to be rolling these astrology dice to see what the cosmos wants you to focus in on right now. So Gemini, next reading is for you. Okay. First thought when I saw these that rolled out is, Gemini, you are to bring to light the darkness. Okay. That may sound a little crazy, but I'll tell you why I say this. Okay. The first one that rolled out is the sun. Okay. The sun is the situation at hand, and the sun is the sun. You know, we know what the sun is. I don't gotta tell you that. But the sun is the energy that you receive, your life force that you shine outwards. And I'll show you the cards so we can use our intuition together. Sun is source. Okay, so that sun is the situation at hand, and then the actions, the feelings around that is represented by the next one that we see there, and that is Scorpio. Okay, and when I think about Scorpio energy, it's like, that's why I said the darkness, because that's like looking at the mysteries of life, that's looking at the depths, that's looking inside of yourself, that's really looking at what's hidden, right? So it's like what is hidden wants to be brought to the light. The word on this one, we got investigate. Okay, investigate. And then the last one I look at, this tells me, so this is number 3, obviously, we know number 1, 2, 3. Number 3, that corresponds to the astrology house, okay? And the 3rd house, that is familiar energy for you, Gemini, because 3rd house, you're the 3rd sign. It goes Aries, Taurus, Gemini, 3rd house. 3rd house is communication, expression. But yeah, so what I'm feeling is that there's something that's not being communicated. Bring it out. I see you, and then bring it out, bring it out. That's what it's all talking about. Thank you, Dana. Yes, this is what is showing here, Gemini. There's something inside of you that you may not be communicating, or maybe even like, it kind of feels like there might be something that might be a little taboo, and you're like, ooh, I'm trying to keep it bright and light and shiny and cheerful, and everything that I express, I want it to be all sunshine and rainbows. But you got some scorpions inside of you, right? You got some darkness that you're not bringing to the light, and that's what this message, it kind of feels like, is. Like, this even goes in alignment with what I was saying about eclipse season. Like, the eclipse is all about the dark and the light. We're having dark time in the middle of the day. Like, it's wanting you to bring that dark, burn out that stuff from the past, that icky stuff from the past that you're like, I'm going to just stuff it deep down and pretend like it doesn't exist. No. You're a storyteller. Gemini energy is all about expression, storytelling, that kind of energy. So it's like finding a way to get that yucky out the closet, clean it out so we have room for new things to come out. But tell your story. Tell your story. Next, I'm going to look at tarot cards and see how this all plays out, see what energy, what guidance we have going forward for you. Okay, so just like I do a reading in person, I'm going to have you split the deck. I'm going to split the deck for you. I feel like I need to ring my bell. Okay, splitting the deck. 3 cards. Do I have my whole deck upside down? No, I don't, actually. Okay. Spill it. You see these cups? You see these cups? Okay, so this just really goes to what I was talking about. Because seven of cups. What was I saying? Sunshine and rainbows. And what came out? We got rainbows. We got stars. But you see that star is a tear. Okay? It's really important when you're reading tarot cards to like really look at the images that are on here as well. Is whenever I see this card, it's like the story that I tell is that you got many cups to choose from. Cups being our emotions. Okay? And when we got it upside down, our emotions maybe were upside down. We're letting everything spill, right? But also, okay, one of these cups got a snake on it. One of these cups is on fire, which it says passion, extremes, okay? But you have choices, right? Not all of these cups are always going to be the best cups to drink from, okay? If you're thirsty, you're not going to want to drink a cup of fire. You probably don't want to drink a cup that has a snake on it, right? So this is really having you look at your cups in a different perspective. Look at them this way, okay? So there is one of these cups that you have been ignoring. One of these situations, one of these emotions that you have been ignoring that needs to be communicated. Okay? So with this guidance here, okay, like I said, Scorpion is what's coming out in the middle. Going with the Two of Wands. What I'm feeling is that there might have been like a sour situation in the past. Because the Two of Wands is a card of, okay, first let me go back. Two is balance, connections, partnerships, wands, fire. Okay, fire, fire. What I was just saying, you don't want to drink fire. And then fire's coming out right here. So with this last one coming out, Justice. Okay, I feel that this is showing that it's long overdue for you, Gemini, to tell the story about that nasty situation that happened. Because, like I said, you're probably all bubbly and let's talk about what's happy and what's good and all this kind of stuff. But it's like, we got to look at the ugly situations, the ugly partnerships that happened in the past too, and being able to bring justice to your situation. So there's something that I feel like you've been protecting yourself from, protecting other people from, just keeping it light and bubbly and happy and cartoons and good stuff and rainbows, right? But this is really saying that, hey, there's something that is still probably deep down in there that maybe you had a bad relationship or you let people abuse you. You let people walk all over you. You thought it was love. You thought it was passion. But it really was just a snake. Okay, so don't be afraid to tell your story. Don't be afraid to speak up. I'm going to look at the cards underneath as well. Emperor. Knight of Wands. Four of Swords. Okay. Swords sitting on top of the Justice there. Okay, and Emperor. So, yeah, this is telling you, you're wise. You gotta... The first phrase that came to my mind, I'm not going to say that because it's inappropriate. But Emperor energy, that's Aries energy. We got that owl on your shoulder. The words on there, law and order. We got law and order and we got justice coming out. So this really sounds like, I mean, even if you don't read tarot, you see law and order. Da-dum. And then you see justice. It's like somebody needs to hear that truth however you go about it. Okay, so first, Gemini coming to my mind. I'm thinking of a Gemini that I know that is a storyteller. And to tell a little bit of their story without saying too much is that they have had past situations that maybe were not the best for them. And understanding that at an adult age, God, how am I going to say this? It's like you don't want to let it linger. You don't want to let that bad feeling stick inside of you for so long, because that's honestly you stabbing your own heart, stabbing yourself, shaming yourself for stuff that might have happened in the past. Okay? But this is really time for you to set the record straight, for you can actually get some rest. Whatever this thing that just keeps playing in your head, like, this is time for you to take some rest and recover from that situation, because it has taken the toll on your life, right? And you have had to protect yourself, but you're doing it in like the nice way, you know, not trying to ruffle feathers. But I feel you're creative enough to be able to tell your story, maybe in an impersonal way where you're not talking directly about yourself. Like, maybe you want to write a song, maybe you want to write a story or a poem or paint a picture. Being able to express this hurt. What just came to my mind? Unbreak My Heart by Toni Braxton. Unbreak my heart. You are to unbreak your own heart. That person from the past is not going to do anything to help your current situation, because I feel like this is your own prison. Oh my God. Like, what's coming to my mind, like, if you just understood how the way my brain works, it's like, it's just song after song after song. And before I say words, some of the words I say are because of lyrics. So I don't know if you're clairaudient. This is a gift and a curse. I call it my radio station that current always plays in my head, my mental jukebox. But something has been playing a lot in your mind. Okay, swords is a mental energy. 4 is stability. So something that's kind of like rocked you off of your stability for yourself has caused you not to be able to rest. But the future guidance here for you is to get your story out in a creative, imaginative way. Don't let it stay inside. And if you know the Cranberries, that don't let it linger. That's what was coming to my mind. Creed, or is it Creed? My Own Prison. Okay. I should make a playlist of all the songs that come to my mind. But Gemini, the message for you is to get your story out there, communicate it in a creative new way that is going to be able to be helpful for yourself. Don't worry about the other people, the way it's going to be received. I'm going to look at one last card. This is what came out. King of Fire, King of Wands. Okay, King of Wands. I'll read what it says here. Motivational, inspiring, theatrical, ambitious, taking a leadership role, step into the spotlight, public speaking. Keep your eye on the big picture. Communicate your vision. I love when these words just come out, like everything I just said. Don't be sensitive to criticism. Okay. I feel like that was pretty freaking clear of what the message is for you. Communications on this card. Communications on this card. Partnerships. This is like bad communication, bad investment. This is what was hidden. Investigation. So put on your little journalism hat or your painter hat. Do painters wear hats? Yes, painter has hats. So whatever it is like you're being asked, Gemini, to bring about this message that you have had deep down inside. I feel like this is telling you editorial. If you've been like theatrical, I saw that, play, motivational speaker, something that you yourself have experienced. that bully, that person from the past that was not good to you, that situation that was not good for you, you are to speak about it. You are the authority. No one can speak about this in the way that you are able to speak about it. Whatever it was that was going on, being mistreated, giving your heart to somebody who did not deserve it, continually giving your affection to somebody who does not deserve it. Whatever it is, you need to cut them off. We got all these swords here. You got to cut them off. You got to make it right. I mean, you don't have to. You can do whatever you want to. You got free will, but it feels like it is in your best interest to get on your throne and say, hey, I'm the boss. I'm the boss of me. I'm not going to let this drag me down, because I don't know if this is a recent thing that happened or is this something that you've been holding on to for a long time, but this is really telling you it's time to serve justice. It's time to get that balance for your life so you can rest and recover from what this situation was. So hopefully that was helpful for you, Gemini. Gemini, sun, moon, and rising. Let it out. Okay. I am going to stop this here. Gemini, making a note here. Everybody I've done readings for. So far I've done readings for Capricorn, Sagittarius, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and then I did that personal reading. So if there's somebody in the chat that you want to get a question read, go ahead and drop it in the chat and I'll be able to help you. I'm going to just keep going. I'm going to keep going. I drink some liquids probably. Show you guys this cute cup I got. Got this for my birthday a few years ago. No, it was Christmas maybe. Daniela, my name right there. You are my sunshine. I got it from my mommy. Thank you, mommy, if you're watching this. All right. So, getting ready to do the next reading. All right. Clearing the energies, calling in the angels for your wisdom, your guidance. Thank you so much for allowing me to share my gifts with y'all. I love doing this. This is what I feel like I was called to do. I don't know why I have all these visions and thoughts and signs and all this, and I feel like I am doing what my purpose is. And anytime that I second guess it, I get a message from someone saying, hey, I need you to do what you do. And I'm like, okay, here I am. I go to where I am called. I feel I was let go of my tech job so I can get back to tech the way that I wanted to have tech in my life, which was creating and having fun. So, okay, I see your question. Yes, Dana, I will answer your question. All right. Next reading for you, Dana. All right, something new. Just reading that made me think of that song by Coolio. Is it Coolio? Something new. Okay, anyways. Is it going to come to fruition? Okay. I'm going to pull a card from two different decks. Let's see what we got here. Okay, we got two cards here. Pull cards from this deck too. Let's see. Okay, what we got? Hey, it looks good. It looks good. Okay, I'll tell you what I got here. First card that came out was the Magician. Okay, Magician, you got all the magic inside of you. So you know that the actions, like honestly, just reading it, if you believe it, you can do it. And I wonder if this has something to do with work. Ace of Pentacles, this is a sign of new beginnings, new money happening, okay? So what I'm seeing is that changes are happening. Eight of Cups, you had to walk away from something. Walking away from a situation where you're like, where you've been pouring your heart into, pouring your actions into, all this kind of stuff. Okay, you got a lot juggling, and you're like, I gotta put down some of these cups so I can walk towards what it is that I need to, okay? And with the Ace of Pentacles coming out, that's showing you, okay, I got a new job, new money, new things, new ideas, new opportunities coming to you. So heck yeah, it's happening. It's totally happening. And this one is the future guidance, the Emperor, okay? I'll read what it says. Emperor says, logic and organization will increase your success. Take charge of the situation. Accept this leadership role in structure and discipline. So, what's coming to my mind is stay the course. Okay? You know this new opportunity that's coming to you, the verge of something new, you manifested that. So it's not just by chance that it's coming across your plate. You've been thinking about it, you've been envisioning it, you've been wanting it to happen, and that old stuff had to walk away, so you had room for the new stuff to come in. So you have all the tools, you have all the magic, you have your angels, your ancestors, everybody that's rooting for you. They're paving the path for you to get to it. But this energy here, this is Emperor energy of Aries energy, that fiery one who's like, I got my, I'll show you the Aries card. I got my horns. I'm coming through. So your actions are going to be what really shows that what's happening. But when it comes to the situation, it's yours if you want it. And not only is it yours, but you're going to be the best person for that. You're going to be the boss in this situation because you're letting go of the stuff from the past, making room for the new opportunities coming through. So in terms of money, in terms of finances, in terms of your body, whatever all this is, like, because that's what earth energy is all about, is things that are real, tangible. So let's think about R. Kelly. If you believe it, you can dream it. You believe you can fly, you're flying. It's happening. Just stay the course. Stay the course. Listen to your structure. Listen to the discipline that it needs to stay in that. So it's happening. I believe I can fly. There you go. I hope that was helpful for you, Dana. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's so glad to see you. I was just like honestly thinking about like, I wonder if these people from my past know what the heck I'm doing. And here you are. This is what I have been doing for the last, 3 years of my life. It's just reading tarot cards in person, online, building my platform, and the same thing. I saw it as a vision. I saw it as something, and then I just like, okay, I want to do it. And then I got laid off my job, and then it was like, Spirit saying, go do it. Go do it. This is your time to shine. And it's sink or swim. Staying the course, staying steady, doing my thing, and here I am. Awesome. Cool. Thank you so much for tuning in. If there's anybody else that needs to get a reading, you can always just answer or ask me right there in the chat. If not, I'm going to I think I'm going to do one more reading. Thank you so much, Dana. I appreciate your words. So kind. If you're listening to this is somebody I went to junior high with back when we were 14, 13, being silly little kids, and we're still little kids at heart, but now we got grown-up stuff to deal with. Nothing's changed. I'm the same girl. When I go through Oklahoma again, I'll be hitting you up. I think that's where you are. Awesome. Okay. Scorpio. That's who the next reading is going to be for. Oh, let me change my note here. Scorpio. If I can type. Okay. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This next reading is for you. If you're just now tuning in for the first time, you never met me before, my name is Daniela. I am Purple Star Tarot, as you can see right over here. There it is, right over here. Purple Star Tarot. I am your cosmic cleric. If you can't tell by all the stars everywhere. And your dice diviner. Rolling the dice. Taking a gamble at life together. Okay? So what I do here is I roll my astrology dice so I can see what the cosmos wants us to focus on right now. And then I look at the tarot cards so we can see what the energy and the guidance is going forward. Okay? So the readings that I am doing today are for the new moon in Leo. We're halfway through Leo season. And Leo is a time for us to shine, to be confident, to be courageous, and just get out there, be seen. That's the sun shining on you. Be that lion. Everything, I'm thinking of like Lion King now, like everything that you can see beyond this horizon, that's yours. That's what for you to believe in right now, okay? Follow your heart, follow your dreams. Everything that is being shined the light on right now during this eclipse season is to help you burn away that past energy so you can see what is coming forward for you much clearer, okay? So let me go ahead and roll the dice for you, Scorpio. Moon, 12, Libra. Okay. So what I look at, first one, moon energy. The moon is telling us what the situation is at hand, and this is about seeing in the darkness. I mean, like, look at that picture. That's the eclipse, yo. That's the eclipse. The moon goes through many cycles and many phases, and Scorpio, I know you know this energy well, you're looking down into the darkness. You're looking at the depths. You're looking at what needs to be illuminated and being able to balance that out, right? The balance that's necessary. So, balance. That's the actions to take here with the Libra energy. Libra energy is about justice, balance, fairness, okay? Being able to shine in the darkness, okay? Being able to look at what hurts, okay? With that moon coming out. From the hurt, we're able to learn and grow. 12th house energy, introspection. So, does it make me think of that thing I always say? I need to trademark this line. Is through catastrophe I master me. Through the awful times that we have to go through the things that we don't want to go through, able to find that silver lining, right? Able to find the silver lining even in the worst of situations, because that is how you're able to balance things out. That's how you're able to see the joy in the pain. I stopped for a second because I was trying to hear the song in my head. Through the heartache and pain, I want to know what love is. That's what that song is. Love hurts. And I think you know that. And this is really being able to be okay with that hurt, to learn from that hurt. I don't feel like it's just like a relationship kind of hurt. This is just like an overall life is hard. This is heavy. This is a really heavy feeling, which that's expected with Scorpio energy. And like when we look at like the stereotypes of our zodiac signs, like so many people always say Scorpio energy. I'm not gonna date as a Scorpio, but they're fun friends. Because what I'm feeling now is like when you really get close to a Scorpio, that they're gonna t- they're they're gonna tell you everything. They're not gonna hide shit. They're not gonna sugarcoat things. Hopefully, I don't get in trouble for cursing on here. I didn't mean to do that. But they're yeah, like they're fun to have as a friend, right? Like people say, they're fun to have friends because when you want to be friends with somebody, that you're going to keep things light and fun and social and whatnot. But like when you really, really get to know a person, when you're in a relationship or in a close friendship with a person, that they're not going to sugarcoat it, right? They're going to tell you like it is, and um, that balance is necessary. Authenticity, authenticity is necessary. Being real, okay. Um, so I kind of feel like this is a message of understanding, understanding that we have to deal with the pain. We have to do the heartache and pain. Okay, let me look at tarot cards and see what we got for guidance here. Tell us more of the situation for Scorpio. I feel like we need to split some more cards. Okay, that feels right. Okay, okay. So this deck has two extra cards. That's a yes card and a no card. And with that yes card, I feel like that's like talking about you. The yes card is called the Mother Star card, okay? And this is really what I'm seeing is a cat with wings, a cat with butterfly wings. And she has a cup, she has a sword. I'm seeing if all the elements are represented here. We have cups, we have swords. There's no fire. There's I have a cat behind on my feet right now snoring. So if you hear weird cat sounds, that's what it is. But with this, what I'm feeling is that this is very similar to the Justice card. And this is a combination of your cups and your swords, your truth and your emotions, which is being represented with the moon as well. So it's like, yes, you need to be able to fully fully give into your truth, um but also to really understand these emotions that you keep inside of you, that you may not fully get out. Tower. Situation at hand, okay? When it comes to, like I said, I felt like this is really heavy when I first pulled these out, when I first rolled the dice, like the tower moment. Tower, everyone's always afraid of seeing the tower. Like, why is my house on fire? Why is my house on fire? Because I am having to deal with so much stuff, so much emotion, so much heartache and pain. That's just what I keep hearing. Heartache and pain, the house is crumbling. But the good thing about this tower, okay, the tower, very, very fitting with this eclipse season, is like we have to burn away the old house. We have to release and destroy the old stuff that was there. so we can let the roses grow, so we can let the flowers grow, so we can let new things grow in its place. That song will not get out of my head. I want to know what love is. It's through the heartache and pain, blah, 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 blah. That keeps playing in my head. But you know what love is. You know what love is. You know what love is, and I feel like this is showing an image of a house that was built around your emotions. The boundaries, the protection that you have built up around your heart to protect yourself from leaking out the emotions to other locations. Let's see what the cards underneath. The World. Okay, I'm just going to look at all the underneath cards here. Four of Cups and Two of Pentacles. Okay. So, with the situation, we got the Tower and the World. This is a big deal. A big deal. That's why this is feeling so heavy for you. The Tower is showing the destruction that was necessary for you to actually climb on top of the world. So, where the scorched ground currently is, that's fertilizer for this new garden that you're able to plant, for the accomplishments that you are able to achieve. So even though it's really painful right now, but being able to look through it at a different lens and see that good things are happening. They're right around the corner. The world is yours. The things that you are experiencing at this time is to help you to level up. You're getting on a new timeline. Okay, so Two of Wands and the Four of Cups is what's coming up here in the middle. I kind of even feel that part of this destruction that's happening is helping you realize like who are your people, who's your balance, who are your anchors, your rocks, the people that are around you in the hardest times, and for you to be able to understand that not all of those people are actually the rock that you thought they were. Because four is a number of stability, cups being your emotions. If what's coming to my mind right now is if they can't handle me at my worst, they don't deserve my best. Okay? If they cannot handle you at your worst, they do not deserve your best. If they cannot understand the chaos that's happening as your life is crumbling, they don't need to see and be a part of the successful story at the end, right? So really understand who has your back at this time, who you're able to actually open up to, who you're able to be vulnerable and authentic with. So, because not everybody has your back. Some people are just like pretending, right? Some people are making you doubt yourself. Some people are actually making you like, because the words on here, I like using these cards so they have words so people can see them too. This card, Seven of Swords. Swords being your mental energy, right? Seven being your connection to the divine, to the internal dialogues. Dishonesty, theft. Okay, so like you're being able to see people's true colors, right? You're able to actually see if they are here with me when my house is on fire. Are they spectators and just like taking pictures of it to put it on social media? Or are they actually like here to like help put the fire out? Okay? So really understand who's for you or against you. God, if you know music, you can just hear the songs coming in my head with the words I'm saying. You're either with me or against me. And those that can really understand the pain that you're going through and actually see what unspoken things are necessary. Like, you're not going to ask for help. You're a strong and independent person. You're not going to ask for help. But the people who come around and be like, what can I help you with? I see that things are hard right now. Those are the people that you're able to make the right decisions and balance harmony. Okay? Libra here, and then Two of Pentacles. Even though this is a Pentacles card, it's still that same energy of two balance, but in the 3D. Not the thoughts, you know, not the ideas. What we got? Two of Wands and Two of Pentacles. With the Libra right there. Thick and thin. The real friends, the real people, the real connections, but also with 12 being where it's playing out, the 12th house, that question for you is, who is there for me in the hard times, and also how you can be there for yourself. The 12th house, okay, like I'll go back to this question that I wrote for the 12th house is, how does the 12th house, how does this information here help you work through your solitude, your spirituality, the unconscious, and the hidden patterns? I feel like this is you and your partnership with your higher power, your spirit angels, your ancestors. So, what I would say is pay attention to your dreams, pay attention to the signs, the synchronicities, pay attention to the people that are around you, to understand, are they with me or against me? Also, even paying attention to the angels and the spirits that you're working with. Maybe you've delved into some darker forces. Understand if that force is actually helping you, or if they're not, right? Maybe just because you've made friends with that spirit doesn't mean that that spirit is the one that you need to be connecting with at this time. Maybe you need to take some time to actually work with the more benevolent spirit at this time. Okay. The Scorpio that I'm talking to, you know what I'm talking about. That's what's just coming to my mind right now. So let's look at one last card from this other tarot deck so we can get the final message for you. What was this? Page of Cups. Okay, yeah, emotional stuff here. I'll read what it says. Sensitive, open-hearted, inexperienced, moody messages regarding relationships. A new emotional experiences, a romantic encounter, heightened psychic abilities, social invitations or events. So, yeah, so what I'm feeling here is that with this situation, that, like I said, that being able to balance this happy-go-lucky side of you with the heartache and pain that we started this whole reading with is like, that's this moodiness, the moody messages, this emotional experience that's happening for you right now, Scorpio, that it feels that in order for you to get through this Tower moment energy, so you can actually get to the other side of the rainbow kind of energy, is for you to actually really see who has your best interest, who's able to listen to the hard times, who's not a fair weather friend, right? Who's not just around when things are all happy and pretty. Like, if you're going through some hard times right now, that really paying attention to who is able to be there by your side, and also knowing that sometimes you disconnect from people that are not able to handle that side of you because they're not fully there for you, right? But I feel like with this is that through this situation that you're going through, that when you get through to the other side and you have those people that have your back, when you have your own back, when you have the right spirits, the right energy, the right ancestors that you call upon, whatever your spirit team looks like for you, is this is going to give you a level up, right? You're going to evolve into a new, because this card was talking about heightened psychic abilities, even cups being linked to Pisces, so that makes sense. Scorpio, even, like, that's you, that water energy. Yeah, so there's power in your darkness. Dream work. Tap into your dream work, your private reflections, releasing these unconscious patterns that you might have been having. So that's the message for you, Scorpio. I hope that was helpful. It feels pretty heavy. You're going through it, but there's rainbows on the other side. The world is yours, but don't let the snakes get you down. All right. Okay, so I have done 6 of the 12 zodiac signs. So I think I am going to take a break for now. Thank you so much, y'all. If you are tuning in live and you watch this, I appreciate you so much. If you have any comments, if anything resonates, please leave a comment. I love reading these comments. And also, if you want to support me without spending any money, reviews help a lot. So I got Google, I got Yelp, I got Facebook, I really need Yelp reviews, honestly. Like, I got 0 Yelp reviews right now, so I have like a screenshot of my Yelp reviews. So if you want to help me out, those are some ways that you can help me. I'm also in the middle of writing a book. Like, if you just want to drop some change in my little change bucket that I have on my website, that would be helpful as well. Because honestly, sometimes I'm thinking, what am I doing? I can't get another job. I've applied for so many freaking jobs. It's insane. But now I've built up what I'm doing right now, and I'm like, I want to keep doing this. I feel called to do this. So I don't want to abandon this at all. I want to keep doing this for you guys, because every time I think I need to change what I'm doing, then I'll get a phone call or I'll get somebody who needs me, and then like we're shedding tears together, and it's like, oh, this is why I'm doing what I'm doing. So anything you can do to support me would be super helpful. I got bills to pay. I got a dog to feed. So I appreciate you guys so much. My name is Daniela. I am Purple Star Tarot. I just did the readings for Capricorn, Sagittarius, Aries, Taurus, Gemini. So I will be... Oh, and Scorpio. The last one I just did was for Scorpio. So I will be doing the other 6 readings probably either later today or tomorrow. Yeah. Thank you so much. I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you so much. You have a good one.